Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with me, and we're back with our mini album. And we're going to try to do some decorating. Now this is going to take you probably longer, if you're like me, than making the album. Making the album is very simple, very quick. This is probably going to take longer. So I will probably show parts on here, and then I'll cut out parts, but I will try to give you as many measurements as possible. But if you're like me, I don't like to cut a lot ahead of time, simply because I am forever cutting things wrong. So I try to cut as I go. I cut for my pages as I go. Plus I change my mind a million times, so you know, I'll cut the front page and then I'll go in and cut something else. So, but I will try to give you as many measurements as I use, but always measure yours just to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna use this paper, and this is the collection. It's called Courtship Lane by Blue Fern. It's a very thick cardstock. It's very pretty, and it's one of our new collections that we have in the shop. So I am using something new, and I think it's going to look really good with this cardstock that I used to make the album out of. Now I am going to ink the edges. As I've said before, I love to ink my edges on the paper and things, because to me it just kind of sets it off. But I'm going to use this one for the front. Now this front sheet, the mat is 4 by 5 3/4, and I am going to use my art glitter glue. And again, like I said yesterday, you could have put the mats and everything on before you put your album together. That would have probably been simpler, but I wanted to get the album put together in one and then do the decorating in another video, just simply because it would have been really too long if I'd have tried to do all of it in one, and I didn't want to have just part of the album put together. And so trying to do it this way so that it'll kind of help everybody. And I'll be doggone if I didn't just put that upside down. So we're going to turn that over. See, I cannot talk and do this at the same time. Good thing I used this glue and took it up in a hurry, because it dries really fast and it was already starting to dry. So let's try that one more time. This is the right way to put it on, Edith. Y'all should tell me, you gotta yell at me and tell me when I'm doing something wrong like that, when I'm putting things on upside down. Got to yell. And see, now I'm not getting it straight, so, and I hope I'm not getting my head in the shot. I'm trying not to. Alright, there we go. Alright, we got the cover on, and I think it is actually on the right side. Alright. So now we will put the little piece that goes on here on the flap, and this will be the flap that closes our mini. And I need a new blade in my cutter, and I've had to order some because I have used them all up, so you may see me trimming a little bit. But I think I'm going to use the other side of this paper and put that right there, because I'm going to do some decorating on the front, but I'm not going to do that until I finish putting all my paper down. If you want any of this collection, we still have quite a few of these in stock, so just go over and grab them. We do try to sell these in bundles, 2 of each sheet in the bundle, but you can always buy them. You don't have to buy the full bundle if you don't want to. You can buy them a couple of sheets at a time if you want. Okay, I think that is going to be lovely. I did cover up my butterfly, but I was mainly trying to get that house right there, because I have some embellishments that I want to put down there. Alright, now we'll open up our book and we'll start here. And I think I'm going to use this one. Oh, I forgot to tell you what size this was. This is, it looks like it is 1 1/4, and it's by 5 3/4. So 1 1/4 by 5 3/4. And that's just leaving your a little bit of edge all the way around. I think I'm going to use that one. That's the other side of that paper. I think I'm going to use that one there. But I also made a pocket for this. Now, I just made this pocket myself. It's not anything that is with the album. I usually add pockets and things to my album. This pocket, all I did was cut a piece of this paper, and I cut it at 2 1/4 by 4 3/4, and then I just scored 1/4 inch on 3 sides, and then I fold it up. Of course, I cut my little notches out of the corners, and then I just fold it up like this and put it down, and that way you have your little pocket there. I think I've showed you that before. And I'm going to use a little bit of this liquid adhesive on here. You can use score tape, that would be great, but I'm just going to use this so that I can have a little bit of wiggle room. Score tape is really good on these pockets too, because it'll help stick them down. Alright, let's see. We're going to put it right at the bottom and right on the edge there. So we will rub across that a little bit and see if that'll stay stuck down. We got a lot of orders out today, and we have a lot that will be going out tomorrow. So don't think that I'm neglecting your orders by doing videos, because I am not, believe me. My husband is working on orders right now as we speak. So there is our little pocket for the inside. And now I can cut this off and not have to use that whole sheet down in there. Okay, I could cut this off and use some of this somewhere else, but I think I'm just going to slide it down in there. Let's make sure that that's sticking well. I really think I'm going to slide it down in there and just let that go like that. What do you think? And then we'll put a cover here. I think that'll work. Let's do that. Since I've already got it cut and inked, I'm not going to worry about it. And that little piece that I cut off, I wouldn't be able to really use anywhere else anyway. So we will just do this. But if you are cutting your piece for the first time and you put a pocket on this, then you could always cut this a little shorter. Okay, slide that down in there. And there we go. Now let's make sure that that's pressed down really well. And now we'll put something right there. And let's see what we could put there. I think I want to put some of the purple there. I think I'll do that, make sure that butterfly is on there. So let's cut this at, okay, we've cut that one at 4, so let's cut this one at 4 and 1 3/4. So let's do that. So we need to, I want the butterfly, so it's 1 3/4. Let's do it the other way. Let me see. 1 3/4 right there. Oh yes, that's going to be pretty. So let's put this down. And again, this piece was 4 by 1 3/4. So that makes it in line with that, and then leaves a little border around there. So there is your pocket. Isn't that cute? And I can slide some things down in there. Now let's go on to this page. Let's get some of this trash out of our way. And I'm thinking, what am I thinking on this page? Oh yeah, I think that looks really good together. Okay, we're ready for the next page. Now this is the page that you can either make this into a pocket or just leave it like it is and use it as a flap. I think I'm going to make mine into a pocket. So I'm going to, first off I'm going to cover this and then I'll make that into a pocket. So let's see what size this is going to be. That's 4 by 6, so we'll cut that 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Alright, so we got those 2 pages covered. Now we're ready to do our flap. And of course we don't need to put anything under there. All we need to do is just put some adhesive on both sides, this side and this side, and stick that down, and then we're ready to put a mat up here. Now, I think I'm going to use the liquid adhesive just because when you're sliding things in and out of pockets, if you use score tape, you know, the score tape never dries. It's always sticky. So if you use score tape, you're going to run into a little bit of a problem if you have it anywhere outside the line, because it's not going to dry and it's going to hang on your sheets. And I just as soon use the liquid glue. It dries pretty fast and it will hold. Well, the kind I use does anyway. I don't know about what you use. No, I'm kidding. I do love my art glitter glue. As you can see how fast it dries. And it will hold once it's down there too. Okay, now we're ready to put our cover here. This is 3 inches, of course, by 6. So we're going to cut this at 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. And let's see what we got here. 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. Oh, it'd be cute to get that house on there. May have to try that. Okay. Let's try to get that house on there. I may have already messed it up, but on the other end. Let's cut this off. This one is called Town Gossip. Isn't that cute? Okay, so 2 3/4 wide. Oh yeah, that's just going to get our house. And if I hope it's long enough. Because I made a cut that I shouldn't have a minute ago on here. Oh yes, it's going to do it. 5 3/4. Wonderful. Oh, I like that. I like it. Okay, let's do my little miscut there that I got. Just trim that off. And then we're going to ink this up. You see how pretty that this vintage photo ink goes with this paper and what I made the album out of. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I didn't realize that there were quite a few people that have never inked before. You don't have to buy a particular type of ink. I had a few people that questioned, did they have to buy the distress inks? No, you don't. You can ink with whatever ink that you have. I like the distress inks just simply because they give a little bit of distressed look to the pages. But, you know, that's up to you. But they're not really expensive. If you started out with vintage photo, that's a really good one. You can ink with just about anything with that. They're like, you know, $5.50 for this. So that's not too bad. And, you know, it lasts a long, long time. I haven't had to put refills in mine in a while, or re-inkers. So, It lasts a long time. So that's not a bad investment if you don't have an ink. But if you have an ink at home that you're comfortable with using, just use what you have. Okay, I'll slide that up a little bit. Oh, isn't that pretty? I like that. And then there's our pocket. So we can put, put whatever in there, like that. And now we're ready for the next. So we have these cut, and I'm going to do a really bright contrast to the green. It's got a little bit of the hint of green in the background. And then I'm going to use this one for the inside. And these are, again, are cut at 3 1/4 by 5 3/4. Both pieces. And we'll put this one in here. Make sure that I put this the right side up. Okay, this is right side up. There we go. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. You can put things here, there. Alright, we're ready for this page. And for this, we've put the mats on those, and we're ready for this one that is kind of across from the girl and boy. And I thought I would put that one that has the house on it that kind of looks like it's in the background. Looks like that might be their home or his home, her home, whatever. And they're kind of meeting at the fence, talking to each other. Okay, I have those two cut, and I cut them at 3 by 5 3/4 because I'm not going to make that a pocket either. I'm going to make it a fold out. That will just give me that much more room to put photos and that kind of thing. So I think I'm going to put this one here because it brings in that purple all the way across. And yes, I have glue all over my fingers. We'll put this one, I think we'll put this on this side because that kind of brings the green across the page. Or the pages, I should say. Piece for this. This is where that cover, the little flap goes over, and we want to make sure that it's really strong. So this will help reinforce it. So we're going to put that down right there, and I think I cut this at 3/4 by 5 3/4. Pretty sure I did. Let me make sure. Yes, it's 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then I'm going to put this here, and this one is 1 1/4 by 5 3/4. Now this would be where you would need to go ahead and put your magnets under there if you wanted to use a magnet closure. This will be your closure, so you could go ahead and put your magnets under there. I don't particularly have any right this second out, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cover this. I've got a little piece cut for that. So I'm going to cover that. And then I'll cover the back as well, because I want the whole thing to be covered. Turn it up and press this down in the center, somewhere there in the center. There we go. That's in the center, so there we go on that part. And then we'll flip it over, and I'm going to make sure my table right here is good and clean. I don't want to get ink all over my cover. Okay. I'm going to flip it over and cover this part. And I'm not going to worry too much about what paper I put on this. And let's see, let's measure the back. The back is 4 1/4, so we need to make it, we need to cut that at 4 by 5 3/4. Okay, so we have all of our pages covered, and I filmed part of it, and then part of it I cut out because it was just the same thing over and over again, and I didn't want to bore you, and I didn't want the video to be quite so long. I did go ahead and put my magnets down as an afterthought. If you're going to use magnets on this, put your magnets under your mat on top and bottom. I used my little punch and punched out some little tiny holes to put over there, little tiny pieces of paper to put over it, so maybe it doesn't show so bad, but it closes up really well. So we'll go through and I'll show you my pages, and then I'll show you a little bit of decorating. I'm not going to do a ton of decorating to it until I put all of my photos in. But this is our little pocket that we made, and I made a couple of little tags to go in there. And I will probably put a little bit of baker's twine or something in there. It's our first page. And then this is our pocket that we made that flap into. And then for the pocket, all I did was I made another little book that goes inside that I can put some photos in or do some journaling in. And I know I have that upside down, but I don't mind. This is where I'm going to do my journaling and everything on the outside. So that's not a big deal to me, even though I probably didn't even notice that I had it upside down. But then I've just got it held together with a little clip, and it's a little tight right now, and it will be until kind of break the paper in a little bit, but that's okay. So we got that there, and there's our next page, and then we have our greens going on here. And then this is our next page, and we did this on the inside, and then we left this one open so that we can do photos on both sides or journaling, whatever. And then there's that. I love this. This opens up, and you have like they're courting. So there's the little fence, and she's sitting on the fence, and he gave her a flower. So there's the flowers, and then there's the little poem. I think that is so cute. And then when you close it up, this kind of looks like they're one of them's houses in the background really far away. And I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to put this right up here at the top, and it just says Courtship Lane, because that's kind of what they're doing. They're courting. But I'm going to cut it into a little banner. Excuse me. I'm going to cut it into a little banner, and you know, to cut your banners, just cut up the middle and then just go on either side and cut them from the, cut up to the middle slice that you made. So just like that. Maybe you can see that. And then of course I'm going to put a little ink on it so it'll stand off of the page. I don't want it to be so flat on the page. And I may put it on a little pop dot just so that it'll stand out just a little bit. So let's see. I think I'll just cut a little piece, a little strip right here off of my pop dots. And I'll put that on the back. This is a little thick, but it'll smush down over time. So we're going to put that right there and just smush it a little bit. Did I even get that straight? You're supposed to be watching me and telling me if it's straight or not. There we go. So I think that's cute. So that is that page. And then these are the purples. I love that. And then here's this page with the fold out. We left the fold out on this one as well. I didn't want to make a pocket because I wanted to use both sides. And then here we go with some more purple. I know this is going to have a lot of purple in it, but it's also got a lot of green like that. And then here's our back page and our flap. And then if you close it up, you've got your, this page, just this is covered, and this is covered, and this is covered. So all of the album is covered in paper now. And now all we need to do is do a little bit of embellishing. And I'm trying to decide exactly what I want to do. So I may think about that just a minute and come back to you. And we will kind of go from there. I'm thinking I know I want pearls on it somewhere. So I'm going to put some pearls. And we'll put some other things on there, but I will be right back and we'll decorate this thing up. Okay, so I went diving into my stash to see what I could come up with to put on the front of this. And I think I'm going to put that on here just to reinforce this and make it a little bit stronger. Plus it's very pretty and decorative, I think. And then I found this little cameo and I noticed that there's a chain. See if I can hold it up where you can see it. There's a chain running right there. So I'm going to put this cameo on there where it looks like it's hanging from that chain. And then I'm going to put a few of the flowers down here, the yellow, to bring that yellow down so that your eye will travel all over the page. And I was going to put some chain on here, but my chain is not the right colors. It doesn't match. So we'll go with what they already have on there. Now I am using hot glue to put this down. You could use glossy accents to put it down. That would be fine. I'm just going to put a little hot glue on here and hope that that will work for now. Open that up so I can press it down really good. Okay, that works. Now let's put the cameo up there. It'd be good if I'd put the glue on the cameo instead of on my finger, wouldn't it? I'm telling you. Alright, let's lay that cameo right there where she looks like she's hanging off of that chain. I think that's pretty. If you have any glue strings, don't worry about them. Just use your heat tool to get those off. And then let's do a few little flowers down here in the corner And my glue gun is still not heated really well, so it's trying to act crazy on me. So I still haven't got my new one in yet. I burned my good one up, and I'm having to use this, and this is not a really good one. So I'm just going to kind of pile those together. I'm not going to separate them out too much because I don't want it to look... See, I'm sticking to it more than it's sticking to the paper. I think that's all I'm going to do to the front. I really don't want to put anything else on there. I like that. I like my first pages, but I am going to put a little bit of bling. Let's see. I think we'll put a couple of yellow ones just on the side right here. Make that 3. Okay. And I'm not sure if I want to put string in that or not. I may put a piece of bling in there later. Let's see what else we can do. Do we need to put anything on that pocket? We could put that flower there, or we could put it up here. I wish you could tell me where I need to put this stuff. I'm thinking I might put that flower up there. Kind of goes with the page, and it's not going to be too bulky. We don't want to put a lot of bulk into it because we want to be able to close it up. And I'm not sure if I'll put anything on these pages or not. I'll probably wait till I put my pictures down and put something on those pages. I have these metal butterflies, and I wanted to use them somewhere in here, since there are some butterflies on the paper. So I might use him right there. Let's just see if he will stick. If I can make him stick. If I can get glue everywhere while I make him stick. And then let's see if we can put a few little pearls in the center of him. A little strand. Try to get it in there while that glue is still not completely dry, and it will help hold those down. So there we go, we got that. I like that, that's cute. And then we have that on there, but I'm going to put a little piece of bling on the end there, I think. Just a small one. Let's put a little pink one there. Somehow I got a yellow one there and I didn't want it. I think I picked it up. Let's put another little pink one there on the other end. Make it look like it's tacked down with that. That's cute. And let's see, what else? I have this huge heart, but I think that's a little bit much. The small mini album. Since they're little lovers, I think that might be much. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. I'm beginning to like it the more it lays there. I think I'll put it down there. Let's just do it. put it down right there. And then we will put a piece of bling in that so that hopefully it, let's see, what size? Let's try that one. Oh, that's a little bit big. Okay, that works. So there we go. We have our heart and a little piece of bling in there. Close that up. And I'm probably, when I put my pictures down, I'm going to put tons of Wink of Stella on these pages. I just think they're calling for the wink. Let's see. We also have, I can't get it too bulky though, but I have that flower and I think that's cute. But I just don't want to get it too bulky. So another one of those would probably work okay. Those buttons even go good with that. But I think we'll put another one of these down there. Pretty. And, then, and I'm really not thinking, I think I might put something on here. I love these big pieces of bling, but they're a little bit, I think they're so pretty. I may have to use them. Uh-oh, the backing come off with that one. Look at that, aren't they pretty? I love them. Okay, we're leaving those on there. And then this page. And since that's my back page, I'm probably not going to do anything to it until I put down my pictures. So, stuck to my magnet. Okay, so what else do we need? Do we need anything on here or here? I don't think so, do you? I think we're good. Magnets are still holding good. I'm not too wide. I can't put a lot in there. I can still put my pictures in there, but I can't put a lot more bulk. So I'm not going to put any more bulk in there. But that is it. Let's go over it. Let's look at it and see what you think. And you can let me know in the comments what you think. Let me get all these glue strings off of here. Okay, this is the front of our mini album. And I'm going to add some Wink of Stella in here to make it really stand out. Oh, we do need to put a little tiny piece of bling right there in the center of that. We do. There we go. Somehow I keep getting that little yellow one keeps following me. Okay, so that is the front of our mini album. And then you open it up. You have your tags here, and I'll either put baker's twine or something on my tags. I'm not sure yet. And that little piece of bling is not supposed to be there. So then there's our first page. There's this page with the little part that pulls out and opens up so that you can put photos, journaling, whatever. Then it closes back with the little paper clip. Slides it back in there. And then there's our next page. Didn't do a lot on these pages yet. When I put photos down, I'll probably do more. There's that one with the butterfly. That one. I'm probably going to stamp something in here or put a label in there with my grandkids' names. There's their courting. There's courtship. And then there's our big heart. I like that. I really like that. And then there's those pages. There's that one. That one kept very simple until we get our photos down. And that one, I love that bling. That is so pretty. I don't know if you can see that, but whatever, it takes on the color of whatever page it's on. Love that. And then there's the back page, and we will do more to it when we get our photos and things down. I absolutely love it. I think it is so cute. Turned out great. I am happy with it, and I hope you give this a try. Let me know if you do. Leave your link to your video. Come over and share it in our Facebook group. Let me see all that you do. I want to see your projects as well. And let me know what you think about this mini album. I may end up giving this mini album away. I'm not sure. Leave comments below and let me know what you think. And I'll decide depending on what the comments say. We will talk to you guys later. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye-bye.